Writers, how did it go? Did you get a chance to come up with a couple of maybe options for your table of contents? Did you start doing a little bit of drafting, or maybe you're still at that table of contents phase? I was having a little bit of trouble. Table of contents are hard, and I had to do more research to make some more ideas for my table of contents. And well, I got a little stuck. So, I found a way to unstuck myself, and I thought maybe you guys might be able to use this way too. Today, what I want to teach you is that good writers, they sometimes use text structures. I've seen a couple of those before to help plan out new chapters or to help plan out how their old chapters might go and how they might be different. Let me show you what I mean. I want to remind you of a couple of the text structures that we've seen before, right? You may remember these from other units. Common text structures that we've dealt with before are boxes and bullets, pros and cons, compare and contrast, cause and effect, and problem and solutions. These text structures are things that we've played with in our writing, and you might even start to notice a couple of these later in your reading too. But for right now, I just want to remind you that these text structures can really help us out when it comes to planning our stuff. So remember these three topics I came up with? These are the ones I came up with already, and I feel like some of these already fit into some of these structures, like the kinds of penguins and the parts of penguins. Well, those are like boxes and bullets. Boxes and bullets are all about coming up with a big topic and coming up with parts or kinds or ways that that topic goes. Ways to protect the penguins has the word ways in it, but this protection part, I actually wondered if maybe I could try organizing this in a different way. When I think about protection, I think that like somebody's in danger and I need to help them. And I thought maybe I could do that like a problem and solution way. So I took some notes and I came up with a way that I might be able to organize this with problem and solution. I thought like a problem that penguins have that they need protecting from is that their habitat is disappearing. And the solution for that could be that we use air conditioning less to stop global warming. Another problem is that overfishing by people takes away their food. And I thought a solution for that could be that countries should put laws on fishers. Do you guys see how that could work, right? Like I had this chapter already, but by thinking about a different structure, problem solution, I could do it a different way. And hey, that's not the only way I could do it. I tried thinking about this like cause and effect. Like if their habitat shrinks, right? That's something that penguins need protections for. Then the penguins' molting season will be disrupted. Or if there isn't enough food, then penguins will starve and their babies will die. Ah! Friends, we can use some of these to, well, to really help us to reimagine how our chapters might go. It can give us more ideas of what we can use to fill our chapters. But listen, we don't have to just look at chapters we've already done. We can actually also look at using this to help us make new chapters. So maybe I could choose another one on here, like, maybe I could choose pros and cons. I could do, I could do maybe a chapter about flippers, right? It could be like the pros and cons of flippers. Like the pros of a flipper is that, they swim super fast and they're resistant to water and drag in water. But the cons are that like penguins can't fly because they have flippers and they like can't grab stuff. I feel like that could be something I could write about. I could do this a different way though, right? Maybe I could do a compare and contrast. I could do flippers versus wings or other wings. I've been reading a lot about that in my research, and I kind of thought that this was really cool. So, I could do like what are the similarities of flippers and other wings? They're both attached to the shoulder, they all have feathers. And then I could think about what are the differences, right? Flippers have heavy bones and their feathers are different, even though they have them, so that they're good for swimming. While wings have hollow bones and lighter feathers and they're good for flying. Friends, we can use these different text structures to not only help us reimagine how our chapters might go to make them even more creative, but also to help us add more chapters. Here's why this is so important. You guys are in the process of making something the world has never seen before. Sure, there are books out there about the topic that you're researching, of course, but your unique perspective is special. The world needs to know about it. And the way that you're writing is going to be unlike how your authors are writing. You're not going to just copy and paste the stuff that you find inside of your books. You want to add your own spin to it. And one way that you can do that is by taking the information that you have and really thinking creatively about how you might be able to say the things you want to say in your chapters
Mm.
using some text structures to help you plan. So, as you go off today, right, you might start off by just talking with your group about maybe some of the chapters that you want to really focus on and maybe some of the ones that you want to redo. Or maybe you want to say, hey, I want to come up with a new chapter about some of these things. But regardless, today you might finish up whatever table of contents you have. And if you did a little bit of drafting yesterday, fabulous. Maybe you'll go back and you'll think about trying that draft a different way or rehearsing it a different way with a different structure in mind. Regardless, by the end of today, you'll probably want to be done with your table of contents so that you can really start like building these chapters out and getting your unique voices heard. Oh, it's going to be awesome, friends. I can't wait for you to share these things with the world, all these ideas that you have in your brain bopping around. Let's go ahead and get started. Good luck writing, friends. Can't wait to see how it goes.